So I got a pretty cool project for you today. This is an LT230. It's like a 1980s Suzuki shaft-driven 230. Basically, the starting mechanism on this was just this flip switch, and all that did was pass current from the battery straight to the starter. No solenoid. This was working as a solenoid, and over the years it gave out. Well, I only used it about 5 times, me using it. When I got it, it wasn't hooked up. I hooked it up with the wire, and yeah, it didn't work. So now we are going to hook up this vintage four-wheeler with this. This is a off a scooter. This is a GY6 starter solenoid. I use these because I know how they work and I know they're cheap. So the plan is to splice into the original start mechanism button, so we can just press this and it starts, but by supplying 12 volts and a ground to this. So we could run it like off the battery 12 volts, off the battery 12 volts, and then this one would just connect to the battery or to the starter. So this one to the starter, this one to the battery, the yellow and red to the battery, and then the green would run a wire up to here, so that when you hit the start button it completes the ground circuit. Problem is, I'm pretty sure these are the 2 wires I need, and when I'll have to check the wiring diagram, but when I see, we got yellow and black. Looks kind of greenish, but it's black. Don't mind my plastics, I know. And we got orange. And apparently those were the ones that I needed, and apparently not. But we got a yellow and green in here, and a yellow, so maybe it's one of those. I'm going to look at the wiring diagram again and try to figure out why this button's not working. Maybe I got to take it apart and clean something. We'll see. But I'd like to use that original one. If not, I'm going to have to get a button like this. And this is just something I got off eBay. This is just a separate wire that's run separate, and that's just straight to the battery. Alright, so we have the starter taken apart, well, the start button, that is, and all its pieces. Do not lose them. They are tiny, tiny little screws, you know? Anyways, it looks like, I'm gonna knock everything off. Looks like yellow and green goes to orange onto the kill switch, which is interesting, and then orange goes off of there. So we're testing orange and yellow and green, but also we're going to test those 2 right there to see if that's actually jumping or not, because that could be our issue. So let's test everything now. I'm just getting a multimeter. Alright, so I got this on beep mode. Basically, it beeps when it goes across 2 pieces of metal. You hear it. I mean when it goes across 1 piece of metal, so the screwdriver, for example. But yeah, we're testing those 2 orange dots there. Alright, so now we're in the meat and potatoes of things. Yeah, you see that rust on there? That was touching the rust on there, which was touching the clean surface on... Oh, no, that's rust too. So what's supposed to happen is this yellow and green connects to the outside. The outside, right there, connects to this, which connects to this, and then when you press the button, it pushes it in and connects to the center, which sends it out the orange there. But yeah, we just gotta clean it up and get the cobwebs off and sand up those little points there. We're not getting spark. We're not cleaning points here. We're cleaning whatever you want to call these. So I think this will work if I just clean the rust off. We'll try. We'll see what happens. Alright, so it's all cleaned and put back together. It was sticking at one point, but then I played with the coil and kind of got it into a spot where I don't think it's going to stick. And the cool thing about this is when you hit the kill switch, it shouldn't even be able to go. So let's get the kill switch on there and see if everything still works. Alright, so I robbed the new spring out of, see how I made it wider at the bottom? I literally just pulled it with the pliers and made it a long or a wide spiral followed by a small spiral. That's how that was made. It came out of this. It was the light on, light off thing for a Chinese ATV. But Reliable enough for me. Time to put it all back together. Take two. Alright, everything is plumbed. So, we have this wired up. It's got a black wire that goes here. I think from the, what was it, the orange? Yeah, so this orange wire goes to just ground. And then the green and white wire I ran to this light blue wire. Up and down and through. And that goes to the green side. Green and red on here. And then yellow and red just goes straight to power. Right? And then, of course, we have the power down to the starter. So check it out. Easy as that. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Helps out big time. Like, all that. Thanks.